doing the Casablanca dance of it.
He'll be giving
so, my guy, how are you? Good morning. you'll be balling in Casablanca. I go. Issues.
Have you started speaking?
I don't know what you mean.
So good morning. We are glad to actually have you here with us today. And there's no place to hide for you and your boys. The Super Eagles of Nigeria against the members of against members of Mozambique later today. What are the expectations? Because in Nigeria, it's win or nothing. So I don't know what the atmosphere is in Morocco.
Well, I think the atmosphere is kind of expectations. Nigerians here are really wanting the Super Eagles to continue to dominate, to keep their playing style, to keep their playing spirit, and also to maintain the momentum which started this tournament. Yesterday I was in Rabat. I met the chairman of the National Sports Commission, who actually said that there is nothing else that the fans are expecting from the Super Eagles except the trophy. But we also know that it's going to really cost them a lot of blood, sweat to win the title. Looking at teams that are progressing,
you are right.
You
are right. Blood and sweat. Blood and sweat.
Yes, Cameroon has progressed. Morocco has progressed. Mali has also progressed. So it's looking like the traditional teams are, likely to be in the semi-finals and of course the final of this year's tournament. So Nigerians are not really expecting anything less, particularly against the backdrop of the Eagles not getting ticket to the next World Cup final. So they want this as compensation for the loss of the ticket. So everybody is set. We are set. In a few moments from now, we'll be on our way to Fez to see that game. And if God win, if the Eagles win, later tonight, we'll be on our way to Market because we'll be leaving Fez for Market for the quarterfinal game. So it's really been an exciting time. Having the Eagles, seeing the Eagles grow from strength to strength, and then giving us hope that the fourth AFCON title will come to Nigeria this year.
Okay, Biodun, judging by the performance of our boys in the last 3 matches, do you see us winning today's match against Mozambique?
Today's match against Mozambique?
Yeah.
We're just condemned. We're just condemned to win the game. No team goes into any football match, without wanting to win. Even yesterday, Tanzania wanted to win. They wanted to beat the host country, Morocco. You needed to be here to see how tense the atmosphere was, inside the stadium and even outside the stadium. The Tanzanians, took the Moroccans very far, but they were quite unlucky, and they were not particularly clinical in front of the ordinarily would have been, telling another story entirely. So the Eagles are just condemned to win today. But some of us are also sounding very cautious because we also know what Mozambique has also looked like in this tournament. So, but in terms of pedigree and tournament form and pedigree, I think the Eagles Mozambique, and certainly we are hoping that they should win tonight. But it has to come with a condition, and the condition is that they just have to be consistent. We've seen them play fantastic football in the last 3 matches they played. And so they need to also replicate that tonight for them to be in a vantage position to beat Mozambique tonight.
Yes, a good one. I have just 2 questions. Firstly, I'm going to start with the tournament form that you talked about. In 2023, this team also finished the group phase with 100% record, meaning 3 wins out of wins, and the group stage best 11 also, had 2 Nigerians in there and Austin Eguavoin as the coach of the group phase, the best coach from the group phase. Fast forward to 2025 as well, the same thing played out. But in 2023, Nigeria, like I said, 100% record, but they played the round of 16 game against one of the best losers in Tunisia, and Tunisia actually won that game. Because Nigeria actually approached that game probably with confidence, and many people thought that this team is the one to beat, and at the end of the day, they lost in the round of 16. So fast forward to 2025 as well, the team also had Eric Chell as the best coach from the first round, and Ademola Lookman in the team best 11 of group phase as well. They are also playing another best loser in Mozambique. Are they aware of these statistics? Or are they, because for me, I think looking all around, everybody is kind of confident that they are going to take the Mambas to the cleaners. Are we not sounding overconfident? Then secondly, like we said, the chairman of the Sport Commission saying they have to win, the Nations Cup as compensation, for not being in the World Cup or for not picking the World Cup ticket. Isn't that an extra pressure on the team?
Well, I think the chairman, let me start from the second question. I think the chairman of the National Sports Commission couldn't have said anything different from that. I think the entire sports tournament of Nigeria, starting from the National Sports Commission to the NFF, want to justify the huge investments of the current administration, not particularly in sports development, but in terms of attendance of events. The Nigerian sports has been really busy in recent times. The G-Tigers were in Angola, there was Saudi Arabia game, the Nations Cup, and more, and we've not really been having issues of funding, from the federal government. So I think Diko was only sounding, the way he should sound. He's the Minister of Sports, although he's the Chairman of the National Sports Commission. But certainly, he also needs to motivate the players, and so that I think, in a way, is a way of motivating them. Secondly, to the point of overconfidence, I think journalists can say anything. The job is in the hands of the players. They have the job well put out for them, and I think they also avoiding some form of distractions here because the last 2 or 3 trainings of the Super Eagles were closed to journalists. Journalists were not allowed to come in to see the trainings, to interview the players until yesterday. That they announced a press conference where they had I think 2 players and the manager of the team. So I think they're also very aware of the task ahead of them. You couldn't have actually qualified in style from that group now for you to now fall, free against a side like Mozambique. Yes, Mozambique is not a superpower in African football, but we've also seen that this tournament has been full of, we have seen some upsets this tournament. Tanzania was not really the first giant killers yesterday, except for the fact that they couldn't just, tidy the last ball, we saw Mali beat Tunisia. Tunisia was a favorite, coming to this tournament. So I think they are aware, the players, the officials are aware of the task before them. And I think at this point in time, they can't afford to disappoint them because they are winning Nigerians back. I must confess to you. I know some Nigerians who were completely hopeless, before this tournament. Now they have won their hearts back. They are having confidence in the team again. They are seeing the team move from one realm to the other in terms of playing style and all of that. So I think it's just in the hands of the players, for them to make us to have the confidence to continually follow them in the future.
Yes, I don't know how much time I have left, but okay, 2 minutes. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to take you back, to the issue between the head coach of the team and some journalists. I think for me, my opinion, I think it's unfair to lock the team away for 3 days away from the media. Yes, Chair has had it all to do, his camp, his rule, but for some people to think that journalists are actually distractions to this team, I think that was far from it. I was in Uyo around March as well. We did not have access to that team when they played Zimbabwe, and they did not win. In Rabat as well, during the World Cup qualifier playoff, no journalist was there with them. They failed to beat Congo. And coming into this tournament now, I don't even I've seen a situation whereby the Nigerian supporters group did not travel, with the Super Falcon. It was the journalists there that were in the stand drumming, trumpet supporting this team. So for some independent journalists who sponsor themselves, to Morocco, courtesy of some brands and all of that, and locking the team away from them, stopping them from getting content and all of that, for me, I think is unfair. So, but I don't know what you think, but I think the journalists are not a distraction.
I think I agree with it totally. But then I don't think Michel would have done this without letting the NFF know. And so I don't think we should only pick out Michel in this. I think the NFF too also has some questions to answer in this situation. It's totally unprofessional. Trust journalists for 3 games. How do you expect them to get content, interview the program, and see the players and all of that? But Sheyi, don't let us sound. Don't let us signal premonition now. Let's hope that this time around it's going to, because you cited for examples of when and where journalists were shut out, from seeing the Eagles in training, and they eventually lost. So this time around, let's hope the reverse is the case.
So that doesn't become a pattern.
I pray they win anyway. The more they progress, the better for journalists as well. But I'm just
journalists,
but I'm just feeling the pain. I was talking with Biodun this morning. An hotel per night costs around $100,000. To move from from the hotel down to Fez, where the team plays, transportation, when you convert it to Nigeria currency, is 70,000 naira. And you are now to put in all of that, then somebody is stopping you from doing your work, and also getting back to the brand that gave you it. It's very, very sad. But thank you very, very much for the update. We wish you and the boys all the best of luck against the members of Mozambique today. We pray the fall. We pray yes. Do they call them any kind of members? They must fall. Whether it's black mamba or the red mamba, or mamba must fall today.
The Eagles must soar, right?
Mamba is his name.
Whether it's mamba or serpent, they must fall.
The Eagles should cut their head. Cut their head and their tail. Cut their head and the tail of a snake.
Okay.
Then you have killed it for anything.
And most importantly, you guys should know about celebrate. We know you people. After one win now, all of you eat the club. There's no difference between the player and journalist.
It's quite expensive eating the club there.
Are you serious?
I've moved around where I'm staying in Mozambique, in Casablanca. I've not seen any club. I've not gone. Where the hotel I stay, yes, they play some good music on Friday night, Saturday night, but that's not the kind of vibe that one would expect. So, in terms of social life, it's been neither here nor there, for us here. And just like we said, it's been quite expensive living here. Dollars. You have to, but again, you have to take your mind off Naira, because if you really want to enjoy your life here and you want to have peace of mind, don't compare the currencies. Just forget it.
Exactly.
Because you have to compare Naira with what you are spending here. Then the other day I said I cut my hair with something around 5,000 Naira. It was because I was comparing. So, but it is what it is. When you are in a foreign country, spend their currency. The value of the currency is what will matter to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It is what it is, and thank you for being on the program this morning. Also, Sheyi, thank you
so much
for being here. And we'll now take a break, and when we come back, it will be time for trending.